ever-evolving digital landscape, for your business to thrive, you must adapt or die. Welcome to Marketing in the Age of AI, the podcast helping you harness the power of AI and marketing tools to revitalize and grow your business. And now here's your host, marketing expert and author of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI, Emanuel Rose.
Well, today we get a great opportunity to talk about security and how AI is managing and helping us stay safe from the dark forces of the web and the world. And I'm joined by Jason Woods from Biztech out of Eureka, California. And Jason's been fighting the good fight for over 20 years now. And so we get a chance to understand how he and his company are leveraging all these various tools that have got an AI edition in them now. So welcome to the show, Jason.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, just to get started, can you introduce your experience with AI in the context of managed services and how it's evolved over time to help you meet the needs of your clients?
Well, right off the bat, everyone knows there's a vicious cycle of sales that goes between sales and invoicing, and there's probably 5 applications in between. You have your accounting, your invoicing, your shipping, sales. All those need to be integrated. Speeds up customer service so much. That's great.
And then what have you seen the change with this kind of push of AI tools? What have you seen changing in that cycle that you just described?
I've seen that it just gets easier. That's about the best way to put it. It just gets better and easier. There's a couple things we have to watch out for, though. We have to watch out for privacy, especially with using customers or clients' data, and moving it between things. Where is it going? Is it being used for AI training, or are we keeping it internal? It's kind of tricky there.
Yeah, that's interesting. The data privacy is always a significant concern, and so how do you manage that in terms of the customer privacy, and how do you create those kind of walled areas so that it doesn't go and train the GPTs and be accessible by other people?
Well, we have to definitely segregate HR data so that we got to stay HIPAA compliant. We need to stay PCI compliant, and personal identifiable information has to stay separate as well. So we can include that in anything of that nature. Anything public is good for this. And I think what I was speaking about between sales and accounting into invoicing, we're still sticking with public data.
Gotcha. Okay. What do you see as the process for say management to make an assessment of these tools that are coming out, let's say security tools? What's the process to go through to make good decisions about new tools to bring into the tech stack?
That's a really tough one. Right now, I think the best way to do it is pay for it. If you pay for an AI tool, you at least get to read through the terms and agreements to see what they're going to do with your data. While that may not always be the case that they stick to that or have to stick to that, right. Since it's too new. But at least you have an idea of how it's being used, or what's going, or if it's not being used. Ideally, you want to keep it internal or internal to your business.
And especially intellectual property, right?
Correct. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So do you have just a suite of tools that a small business or a solopreneur should be paying attention to in order to stay kind of current with as far as fighting off the dark forces of the internet?
Well, as far as that, yes. I mean, all antivirus applications nowadays. I mean, if you buy an enterprise level or a one made for a business as opposed to personal, and you one that's actually paid for, it should have a management tool that's cloud-based where you can easily visualize the issues that have come up across your network through your server, through your workstations. Often it's too big of a task to try and look at one at a time.
Gotcha. And then, like, there's a certain suite of software that comes with a new laptop, for instance. Is that something that is valuable to keep, or do we need to upgrade from what is it's shipped with?
I would suggest we upgrade immediately. You can tell right off the bat when if you implement some of those tools that come with your laptop, the advertisements that come with it are outrageous. So there are probably some kind of subsidies to Microsoft or to Dell or whoever. It's more of a sales tool because it's always running on your laptop, I believe, for some of those antivirus applications.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, AI is pushing forward at such a rapid pace. How do you recommend that non-tech savvy executives stay, in touch with the changes that are happening, and how do they make good informed decisions?
When searching for an AI tool, I would definitely stick to something unique to your industry. You can easily look for, actually, you can search through AI for recommendations, see how other people have used it. I would definitely stay industry based. It's probably going to be learning off of more data, more relevant to you than another tool. Also, it probably is faster.
Gotcha. And then, do you have an example you can share with us, just in general, about what you've seen in an AI implementation and kind of the benefits from it?
Look, in the law industry, there are several types of AI tools that are definitely unique to law. In finance, there's definitely a few that are unique to finance. Often process automation, there's quite a few there as well. So they're already coming out with them that are definitely industry specific.
And what have you seen in industrial or in manufacturing? What are some of the changes and tools in terms of connecting all parts of the business?
It's great. There's so much data that comes from a plant or a factory that needs to be analyzed, and it's obvious the humans just don't have the time to do it.
Right.
So when it's when it's used with AI and the processing power that they have, we come up with better analysis, and we can make better decisions.
And so what's been one of the good implementations that you guys have been able to put together for one of your clients?
Simply, we've used Power BI, one of the business intelligence tools, that works wonderfully, collecting data from several different parts of the plant, and take it together and make one big report out of it. You can customize it to make it unique to each business that way.
And what kind of data sources are you talking about here? Yeah, where are you pulling data from in a situation like that?
We would pull data from manufacturing tools that are machines that they're counting what they're doing. They're counting how long that they're in operation. They're collecting so much data. It's enormous. We have to filter through that and give it, what does the human actually want out of this? Right. And you've got to make it specific to each department as well. I mean, the shipping department could care less about half that stuff.
Right. So you're able to pull data from the machines and from the ERP system and from some spreadsheet or something. I mean, what are the sources for you?
Yes, databases. We can grab from most databases, all spreadsheets, and sometimes we can. It depends on what we're looking at, but so far we haven't ran into any blockage yet. I think all these tools are meant to work together.
Right.
They want you to be able to analyze that data and make better decisions.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so, from your perspective, where are we in the AI curve, and how much farther do we have to go before we're all replaced by robots?
We have a long way to go. I heard a term that I think AI is still a lot more artificial than intelligent.
I love that. And then, are you using things like ChatGPT, and for what are you using these well-known tools?
Oh, definitely. When you have to analyze any new software or even hardware, you want to see what other people how their experiences have gone. So it's easy to use those tools. When coming up with certain things that say we're not so good with, like personnel, HR documents, things like that. We want to look out there and see what other people have already made. Right. Try not reinvent the wheel there. And it's an easy find. And I'd much rather go to a chat tool than Google, right, and have them try and sell one to me.
Right.
Because
that's interesting. Yeah.
No matter what, we have to customize it for our business.
Sure.
We're just getting an outline.
That makes sense. Yeah, I guess in that way, the GPTs have become an ad-free search engine.
Yes. Yeah. We'll see how long they're free.
Yeah. And then talk a little bit about how you approached the prompt engineering or prompt writing. What's your process for prompting something like chat?
Yeah, the first thing I do is I try and tell it to get into a certain mode.
Okay.
You're as an expert marketer with 20 years experience, how would you approach this? And then I ask for specific steps, or I want you to list out a procedure. I ask for specifics on that level.
Okay. Yeah.
Oftentimes I say condense. I like things condensed, or explain more. Rarely explain more.
Interesting. So then I can go in and say, as an expert MSP, please outline for me the security steps I need to make for my laptop, and
definitely
which software I need to have.
I would try and specify it a little more. Like, I'm an MSP that deals with personal users versus an MSP who deals with Fortune 500 companies.
Right.
That's one more thing I forgot to put in there, is we want to state how big our company is. What are we dealing with here? We want to give it a range, a size.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else on prompt writing that you've run into? Any secrets for us?
I really like to add my own material, or at least search through my own searches, what I've searched through my own library, or things that I've asked it previously. I would like to think that they're learning on that, although
Nice.
had some bad experiences.
Yeah, I got you. Well, good. So, what if you had a profile of a client that you're looking for? Who are the clients that you like to work with? What size? What industries?
Well, we like to work with manufacturing clients who have an office on one side, they have a factory on the other side, or a plant, mill maybe. That's ideal for us. We work best in both atmospheres, both environments. We would like to bring a lot of the tools and the knowledge that we have into there. We can see linking them. We can see also keeping them apart to some extent for security reasons. We definitely want to emphasize that we need to segregate departments in the workplace. Sometimes, I mean, you don't need people in finance really don't need to know what's going on in the front office, and vice versa.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then how do people get in touch with you if they want to talk to you about managed services?
Oh, they can check out our website at trustbiztech.com. They could call us. Look us up on LinkedIn. We look at it often. Those are the best ways.
All right. Well, that's great. I appreciate your time today, Jason. And thanks for sharing the secrets from your business. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Marketing in the Age of AI. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. Your copy of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI is available at Amazon.com or EmanuelRose.com. You can also connect with Emanuel on LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.